I used to be really bad at processing my emotions. Like, I either completely avoid them and just distract myself with whatever, doom scrolling, gaming, anything to not feel. Or I do the opposite and spiral for hours, obsessing over the same thing without actually getting anywhere. And I'm realizing there's a middle ground. There's a way to actually process what you're feeling without destroying yourself in the process. And that's what I want to talk about today. Because I think a lot of people don't know how to do this. I definitely didn't, and I'm still learning. But I figured out some things that actually help. So that's what I want to talk about. Okay, so first, I'm going to talk about what doesn't work, or, well, what doesn't work for me at least, because I've been on both extremes, and neither one is good. The first way is avoidance, just completely pushing down emotions and pretending they're not there. Distracting yourself constantly, scrolling for hours, playing games, staying busy, doing anything to not actually feel what you're feeling. I do this all the time. Someone would ask, "How are you doing?" And I just say, "I'm fine," even when I wasn't fine at all. Because actually admitting I was struggling felt like weakness. So I just stay in my room, not really doing anything productive, just existing, avoiding everything. There were times where I'd go back to back days, even more than that, just existing in my room. If it wasn't school, helping my dad with work, or my friends asking me to hang out, there was just not really any purpose for me to leave the house. And that would go on for days on end. And the problem with avoidance is the emotions don't actually go away, they just build up and they come back worse. Like, you can only push things down for so long before they explode. The other extreme is obsession. This is where you do feel the emotions, but you can't stop. You just spiral. You replay the same situation over and over in your head. You check social media constantly, you ruminate on it for hours without actually reaching any conclusions. I went through something recently where I did this. I would wake up 2 a.m., middle of the night, instantly grab my phone and start checking all my social medias just to see if anyone reached out and, just sent me anything, whether that be a text, a reel, a TikTok, just anything. And when I didn't see people reach out, it was a physical chest pain, couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. That part of obsession is the worst, in my opinion. And my mind was like, well, at least I'm not avoiding it, I'm processing it. But that wasn't processing. I wasn't processing. I was just stuck, going in circles, making myself worse. So, yeah, avoidance doesn't work because emotions build up. Obsession doesn't work because you just torture yourself without moving forward. There has to be a middle ground. So, here's what I learned actually helps. The first thing is to talk it out. Like, actually get the emotions out of your head and into words. Because when things just stay in your head, they're chaotic. They don't make sense. You go in circles. But when you say them out loud or write them down, they become clearer. You hear yourself and explain it like, oh, okay, that's what I'm actually feeling. Now, I know not everyone has someone they can talk to about this stuff. Like, maybe you don't want to burden your friends. Maybe you don't have someone you trust enough. And that's okay. You can also journal. You could record voice memos to yourself. Whatever gets the thoughts out instead of just spinning in your head. And if you do have someone you can talk to, whether that be a friend, a family member, A therapist, if that's accessible, use them. Because when you talk to someone, they can give you perspective you don't have. They can point out things you're not seeing. They can validate what you're feeling, and it helps make sense. You don't have to figure everything out alone in your head. That's not how humans are built. Talking it out helps. Whether that's to a person, a journal, whatever, just get it out. The second thing that helps is to turn it into something. Like, take the pain or confusion or whatever you're feeling and make something with it. This could be writing, could be music, art, whatever creative outlet you have. Could be making videos like I'm doing right now. I've floated this idea of making some type of content to talk about and process what I'm feeling, and I never really acted on it until recently. Making these videos forces me to organize my thoughts, figure out what I actually think, turn the pain into something that might help someone else instead of just wasting it. And that's helped me more than I expected. Because when you turn emotions into something creative or productive, it transforms them. It's not just pain anymore, it's purpose, it's growth, it's something outside of yourself. So yeah, find something. Writing, creating, going to the gym, moving your body, whatever. Take what you're feeling and make something with it. Because pain that just sits there destroys you. But pain that gets transformed into something is how you grow. Okay, third thing, and this one is hard. But sometimes you just need to sit with the emotions. Not fix it, not distract from it, just feel it. Because some emotions can't be thought away. You can't logic your way out of sadness or hurt or loneliness. And trying to immediately fix your emotions is just avoidance in disguise. Like, I'm sad, let me figure out why and solve it right now. That's your brain trying to avoid actually feeling sad. Sometimes you just have to acknowledge what you're feeling. Say it out loud. I'm sad right now. I'm hurt. I'm angry. Whatever. Don't judge it as good or bad. Don't compare it to other people's problems. Just let yourself feel it for a bit. Not spiral in it for hours, but also not run away from it immediately. Like, give yourself permission to be sad for like 20 minutes. Cry if you need to. Sit with discomfort. And when the time's up, redirect to something else. The balance is to feel it, process it, then move forward. Not avoid it completely, but also not drown in it forever. I'm still learning this because sitting with uncomfortable emotions is uncomfortable. That's the whole point. Your brain wants to run away from it, but you can't heal what you won't feel. So sometimes you just have to sit in it for a bit. So yeah, I'm still figuring this out. I'm not perfect at processing emotions. I still slip from time to time. But I'm learning, and I'm getting better day by day. So the steps are to talk it out to someone, to yourself, to a journal, whatever. Turn it into something. Create something. Move your body. Make it productive. And sit with it. Actually feel the emotion instead of avoiding or spiraling. That's what's been helping me. And honestly, making this video is a part of that process. But yeah, that's just my thoughts about this situation. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you.